Bro, now nigga get changed. Chop get blues on the mouth through the maze. Push star coupe on in the king. Standing there blocking up, serving the feed. Pie got not get to the blue cheese. Four got rocks up, serving the weed. I been out of town on the roads of my dreams. Four got a Glock with a scope and a beam. Nigga.
I also always say too, when somebody also like grows up and they actually kind of have an idea of, okay, this lady right here, she's number one, or this person right here is significant. Let me not let them down. That actually, you know what I'm saying, actually puts you on a different level as thinking type of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
A lot of people, well, I could say a lot of great people, when they have that thinking early, it tends to, you know, build and you end up doing something great later on.
The other thing I want to say too is like, as much as like I hated it while I was going through it, I'm happy that I went through it now. But at the same time, as I said, I don't ever want my kids to have to go through the shit that I went through. But it made me take it or leave it. It made me who I am today.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So, how was school for you? Like, was middle school, high school? How was it for you? Did you kind of vibe off, or was it kind of like a lone wolf, or?
So, from the time I was really young, I was always in trouble in class, and it was always in trouble for talking. And I would come, at the end of the day, sometimes I would have my name on the board with like 5 or 6 check marks behind it, right? The teacher would just, and the thing is like, I didn't realize until I was an adult that I had ADHD. It just wasn't a thing, you know, it wasn't diagnosed when I was a kid. But I most definitely had that. My teacher would tell me to shut up, and I would, and then 2 minutes later I would forget. It wasn't ever like I just said, screw it, I'm gonna talk. It would just be, I would just be talking again, and the teacher would say, Ken. So I definitely, I feel like that was, I was always, like I said, always in trouble, but I forget where I was going with that. There was a point.
Oh no, it's all good. We was talking about just how you was in school.
School sucked for me. Like especially early on, I didn't know where to fit in. I didn't know what to do. I knew that from the time I was a little kid that I wanted to entertain people, and at some point I figured out that I could like make people laugh, and that was sort of like an escape for me. And I was able to do that, and I would just push the envelope as much as possible to the point where, like, when I was in high school, I felt like when I was in grade school, I got picked on every day. I was always worried that somebody was going to beat me up. I was always, every time we would go out for lunch, I would be like, who's gonna screw with me today? Can I swear out here?
Or, you're good.
Like, who's gonna fuck with me today? But then when I got to high school, that kind of went away. I started taking martial arts because there was a couple guys that I felt were bullying the shit out of me. Yeah. And one of my best friends in high school, her father was a martial artist and basically trained me for free in his basement 2 or 3 times a week for like 5-6 years. I did it all through high school, and then I continued after high school. So.
What was the situation that made you was like, okay, this dude just did too much this day? Or what was the situation where it's just like, man, I'm finna go taekwondo?
I don't remember what exactly it was, but like, I feel like, you know, every day I would walk home from school, and there was one guy who would follow me home the whole way and just poke me. And like, this guy had a little bit of a speech impediment. So he was a big time bully, and I was able to imitate him like spot on. So I would always push back, and I would do it to his face, and it would just be this like standoff, right? Where neither one of us would ever take a swing. I'm hoping like, God, I hope he doesn't, because I don't know how to fight at this point. I don't know, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. And I think he was thinking the same thing, and we would fuck with each other the whole way home, and I just got tired of it. And I went to, like I said, I got to be friends with this girl in high school, and her dad was a world champion stick fighter, and And I was talking to him about it, and he's like, well, if he does this, then you can do this. And he started showing me some stuff, and I was blown away. And then he's like, I remember he took me and my best friend at the time, who was like, I'll train you guys, I believe it was twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday. And like I said, we went from freshman year up until like 2 years after I got out of high school.